Good morning, everybody. Starting with neck exercises like we usually do. So, if you grab your band, we're going to use that today, and your ball, and then we're going to lie down with the ball underneath the head. So, lying back, make sure it's underneath the head, not the neck, and let's start with the side to side. So, nice and slowly turning the head side to side. Let's do 2 more each way. And then bring the head back into the middle again. And then we're going to do chin tuck. So tuck your chin down towards your chest, back of your neck feels nice and stretched. And then let go. And tuck your chin, stretch. Let go, look up. And again, tuck. And release. And tuck. And release. Keep going. 4 more. And then no circle, so nice small ones first. So no bigger than a 10 pence to start with. Nice and slow and small. 5 each way. Back the other way. And then going back again the other way, and this time as big as you'd like. So circles can open up as large or as little as you like. Nice and open. And back the other way. Last one. And then back into center. And then from here, you're going to grab your band, move your ball to one side, put the cushion back underneath your head. And then you're going to bring your band so that it's underneath one of the feet. So pop it under your foot. And you're just going to do a stretch first. So you can either have your knee bent that's not being used, or you can lengthen it along the floor. You're then going to straighten the other leg up to the sky, and you're just going to pull it towards you, gradually stretching the back of your hamstrings and your calf, and probably the back of the bottom as well. And then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to let the leg drop to one side. You're going to let it go over the other leg to start with, but I want you to try and keep your body on the floor. So you're not going to let the whole leg just drop on the mat, because you want to still be able to, if you can drop the leg on the mat and keep your body on the floor, fantastic. But otherwise, just keep it so that the leg is stretching and you're not cheating and moving the body to get the leg on the floor. That's not the aim. Bring it up again, and then you're going to take your leg out to the side. So keep your body nice and still. This depends on flexibility. So my leg goes quite far, but some of us have got tight inside thighs. So again, just hold on to that band nice and tightly. Again, keep your body nice and still. And then come back again up to the ceiling, and we're going to switch the legs. So pop the other foot in, and then pop that leg back on the floor. And we're going to then stretch and pull the band to us gradually, stretching the hamstring and the calf. Just hold it there for a moment. And then we'll do the same thing where we take the band over the other leg, but the body stays really, really still. So you should find that it's all the way around the outside of your glute, around the thigh, and quite sort of down the side of the knee as well. Come back up again, and this time we're going out to the side. So again, keep so that your hips are staying pretty central, but again, both your shoulders and body don't lift off the floor. So this is a bit of the flexibility showing when you do this outwards one. And then we're going to come back up, and then bring it so the band is out of the way. And then we're going to bring it, and we're going to repeat something that we did a couple of weeks ago. So we're going to bring our arms up to the ceiling. So we're going to pop our feet on the floor, feet hip distance, hips are nice and square. We're going to pick up the arms to the ceiling, and we're going to bring, either have quite a lot of slack in the band, or if you want to make it harder, then no slack at all. We're going to do some shoulder drops. So we're going to lift and reach the arm up to the ceiling, and then we're going to keep the other arm still as we open out the arm towards the floor. Come back, your arm is still reaching up to the ceiling, and you're going to let the shoulder drop on the mat. Reach the other arm and shoulder up to the ceiling. You go out to the side, keep this arm nice and still, and then as you bring it back, shoulder down, reach up and open out. Come back, you're still reaching up to the sky, shoulder back, reach up and out and back and drop, and again reach up, going out, come back, shoulders down, reach up, open out, close the arm, shoulders down. One more on each side. Make it harder if it feels a little bit too easy as you pull out to the side. Last one. And down, and then bring the arms down by your side. Okay, so we're actually going to use, I should do this exercise first actually. We're going to grab the band, and we're going to go back to hooking it underneath that foot again. So it's a little harder, this exercise, because it's trying to keep the motion going continuously. So it's not sort of stop in a position, do a position, and then go to the next position. We're going to try and merge them all together. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep one foot in the band, and we're going to do crisscross. So we've got the band, and it kind of helps this leg lift back up, because it's got sort of, obviously the tension makes the leg a little springy. So I'll show you what it's going to look like, and then we'll start doing it. So it's literally going to be and drop, and drop, and drop, and drop. The idea is you keep your tummy completely in control. You want to keep your tummy pulling right to the back of the mat the entire time. Your hips are going to stay nice and level, and your shoulders are going to stay square the whole time, whilst your legs are going up and down, and your tummy is really helping you as you do it. So pop it in a position on the foot that's comfortable. Straighten your leg towards the ceiling. If it's a little bit lower, that's fine. Holding onto the band, we're going to aim for 10. It's not a race, so try and do it kind of just slightly gently than you would usually do it if you're trying to panic through. So we're going to drop the leg, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and change the leg. So exactly the same. Hook the foot underneath. That leg's going up this time, the other leg's going down. Even though it's switching, this is just still getting a nice stretch with the band. So we're going to do 10 again. So keep the leg nice and long. Let's go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then take the foot out. That should definitely make your tummy have a nice sensation of burning in it. Just give your knees a little squeeze towards the chest. And then you're going to come up and you're going to sit. So from here, we're going to do a shoulder stretch. So what we're going to do is we're going to do pole raises. So you need your band again for this. Now, this is completely up to you if you want to skip it or if you want to do it. So this is quite a big shoulder exercise. Some of us can do it. If you have any shoulder injuries, then just go behind, but not all the way behind to the floor. So I'll show you what it looks like first, and then we're going to try again and do 6. We'll try and do 8 if we can. So all it is you are moving the band out, okay? You're not going to move your head out of the way. You're not going to bend your elbows. So arms stay straight. Your arms will come up to the ceiling, and as you go behind, your arms just rotate behind and touch the floor. They come back over again. Your arms are still straight and back. So harder, you bring your hands closer together, you get more of a stretch. If you want to make it a little bit easier, take your hands further apart so you've got a little more slack in the middle. And we're going to try and do 8 of these. So as much as possible, sitting tall, don't move your neck or head out of the way of the band. You are in control with the arms. So your arms go up. You pull the band out if you have to open up. Behind, tap the floor. Up again and over. That's 1. Let's go again. 2. And behind. Back. Up we go. Over and down. And again, lift the arms up and back. And up and over. And again, up and over and back. And up. And let's do 3 more. Unless I've miscounted, we've got 4 more. But let's do 3. Up. Over. And 2. Up. Open the arms, pull the band if you need to. And again up. Pull the band out. Good, last one. There should be a little bit of burn going now. Up. Over. Up. And out and over. And then rest your arms back down. So a nice warm sensation. So from here, pop your band just to one side. We're going to come back down to lying. So we're going to work on your hips and your bottom now. So we did the legs. We will do a little bit more legs and tummy as well. But firstly, come back, grab your ball, head's on the cushion, and pop the ball in between the knee. I'm just going to warm up the back first, and then we're going to do a couple of spine curls as we do it, but add in some legs. So relaxing the arms first, feet flat, and you're going to lift up. I'm just going to build up the back, get it working first, nice and slow on the way back down. And then again, lifting up, pushing down, lifting up, and rolling gently back again on the floor. And again, again, 2 more like this. And slowly come back down. So remember, use those bottom muscles, not the thigh muscles, otherwise that's when you notice the cramp will try and sneak its way through the back of the leg. Nice and slow. And then back. Now take the ball out, put it just to one side. Rearrange the feet again back to hip distance apart. And we're going to do one leg. And we're going to try and do some pulses once we get there. So I'll show you what it looks like first. So what we're going to do is we're going to come up. And then we're going to lift the leg up. If we can, we're going to straighten it. And then we're going to do pulses. So we're going to drop down 1, push, 2, push. Last one, push. Pop the leg down. And roll back down. So that's what it looks like. So we're going to go again on the other side. Recheck your feet. Lifting up. Push your knees forwards. Lift your leg if you can. Straighten it. We're going to pop down 1. Push. 3. Push. 3. Push. Back. Down. Roll. Back down. If you can't achieve the leg, just, I'd rather you did the leg and then not the pulse. So just straighten your leg, put it back down, and then go again on the other side. Otherwise, try and have a go at the pulse if you can. We're going to do 2 more on each side. So again, lift up. And then again, we're going to straighten the leg. Up. We're going to drop down 1. Push. 2. Push. 3. And then once done that, pop the foot down. Roll back down. Other side again, recheck your feet. And again, lift up. And leg. And let's go 1, 2, 3. Foot back. Roll it down. Back to the first leg again. So lifting up. Lift the leg. And let's drop 1, 2. Last one. Hips up. Roll down. Last one. Check the feet again. And lift up. Lengthen that leg. And 1, 2, 3. Foot down. And then roll down. And then give those knees a good squeeze towards the chest. And then pop it down. And then we're going to move on and do some hip circles. So we're going to pop the ball underneath, in between the bottom and the lower back. And we're going to bring the feet hip distance apart again. And we're going to just use one leg at a time. And then we're going to do some straight legs as well. So relax your arms. So just because we've done those leg circles, it's going to feel a little bit harder because the legs are a little bit tired. So do the best you can, 5 each way. So nice and slow. So you're nice and steady on the ball all the way around. There's no wobbling going on. We'll do 5 one way, 5 back the other way. I'm going to go back the other way. If you've done 5, then go back. And then when you've done that last one, switch over. So make sure your feet go back to hip distance again. and then bring your leg up, and we'll do the other side. So let's go 5 this side on this leg. Again, nice and steady with the ball. If you want to, you can hold on to the ball if that helps you keep a little more in control. And then when we've done that, we're going to go back the other way. And then bring the feet down. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to challenge it, and we're going to pick up both the legs, and we're going to bring both the legs to come and straighten. So the left leg's going to stay completely still, and we're going to circle the right leg. So really slowly, so there's no movement with the left leg staying up. You're really still on the ball as well. Circle shape is up to you. Ideally, you don't really want to go any bigger than a football. That just makes it harder for you to balance. And same 5 each way on straight legs, and then you'll switch and do the other side. Again, if you can, try and keep the legs really straight. Otherwise, the knee will try and circle, and it can't actually circle, so don't let the bend sneak in. Don't forget to breathe. Try not to hold your breath. That's my right leg done. I'm going to do the left leg now. So again, nice and straight with the leg. And then go back the other way. Tummy should be working nice and hard. There's no wiggling around on that ball. Last one. And then gently place the feet back on the floor. All the blood's going to rush back into your feet now, which is a very weird sensation. So coming to the next exercise, we're going to do, we did this way back, I think at the beginning of lockdown. We're going to do just some knee lifts, knee lifts. There's just knee folds, but we've got the ball underneath, and we're going to have some arms involved in it as well. So usually we're going to just start with the arms on the floor. So the technique you want to think of is your tummy is in control. Both your legs should feel like feathers. They're not going to do big sort of effortly sort of lifts in the thighs. These thighs will try and work. Relax them. Work this. So what you're going to do, hip distance apart feet, you're going to slowly bring your left leg into a fold. Now, slowly, when you just switch your tummy on, floppy feet, and then even more floppier on the other leg, because you're going to lift the leg up. So really relax these legs. They shouldn't find that they're heavy at all. Tummy's working nice and heavy, hard I should say, not heavy. And then as you come down, you're going to come down really slowly. That first foot touches the floor so gently you can barely hear it touching the floor. And then the second one's down. We're going to make it harder. We're going to take an arm off the floor so you've got less balance now. So you go back again and lift your leg up. And again, think of really light legs. So when your second leg comes up, there's not a single jiggle on the ball. And then again, first leg goes back. Really slow it down so there's hardly a sound when you hear that foot hit the floor. And we're going to switch. So we're going to put the other arm up. We're going to repeat it. So we're going to pick up the leg. Really steady yourself. Light legs, tummy's hard. And then when you're ready, you go down slowly. So touching that floor super, super quietly. And then the second one's back. Now let's take it up a notch again. And we're going to take the second arm off. So we have both the arms above our head, well, above our chest, I should say. And we're going to repeat it. So it's a little harder. You've got to focus on going slower. Don't rush it. So really slowly lift that second leg up. Nice and steady when you're there. And we're going back again nice and slowly. Slower the better with this one. Foot's back. Second foot's back. We're going to repeat it. We're going to take the arms an inch wider. So we're going to do it again. So lift that leg up. It's the second one that's a trickier one to do. So really slow it down. And then when you're there, first leg goes back. So slowly, slowly, slowly. Second one is back. Let's take the arms again an inch wider and repeat. We're going to lift the leg up and we're going to pick up that second leg super slow, and then again legs are still light. There shouldn't be any aching in the front of your thighs at all. You've got one more. Arms go an inch wider. This is the hardest position because your arms feel a little unsteady. So you've got to use those toe muscles again much more. So get that balance. Breathe out. Lift the legs slowly. Once you're there, floppy, floppy feet. And down really slowly, so there's barely a touch on the floor. And that second one. And then bring your arms back down. So nice and easy. So now that we've done that, it should make more sense when we do toe taps why you want to keep your legs really still. Then it really does feel like a tummy exercise. Some of you automatically think it's a tummy exercise, which is perfect, but some get really achy thighs. So that exercise preps you for this. So arms are just going to stay on the floor and we're going to pick up the legs into that position again. So think of that slowness when you get into that position. So you've got these nice floppy legs. Tummy's already prepped for working itself hard, and you're not going to touch the floor this time. You're going to go to a hover. So you're going to take your leg out, your bend in your knees stays there, and then you slowly come back up and stay completely still like you were before on the ball. You go to the other side to open up that thigh, keep the bend in your knee. Slowly you come back. Again, leg goes away. And slowly it comes back. And again, take the leg away. And then slowly bring it back. Let's go 2 more on each leg. Relax your legs, tummies, and back. So if you need to, flop the legs, tummy, back. And 1 more each side, legs, go out, tummy draws it back in. The leg goes out, the tummy draws it back in. Flop the legs, give your knees a good old squeeze towards the chest. And then pop your feet on the floor. Let's whip the ball out from underneath. Tummy again, unfortunately, but we're going to pop the ball behind our shoulders. So in between your shoulder blades is where you want to have it. Make sure then you've got your hips in the correct position. So get yourself comfortable here to begin with. Feet hip distance apart. We're going to put the hands behind the head. And we're going to take it really slowly as we roll our head onto the cushion behind us. So arms are nice and open. And we're going to do some side bend. But we're going to take our hands away from behind the head. So you can, the option is to keep one hand always there behind the head if your neck isn't so great, well, if it's feeling a little bit achy. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to tuck your chin and you're going to start to peel yourself off over that ball. You're now going to reach to either heel, and then keeping the body really at the bottom still, sorry. You're going to then reach as if you're going to try and touch your heel and then back. Reach to the other side, don't move your bottom though. Come back. Other side again, you're going to reach as if you're going to touch your heel. Come back. And again, you're going to reach and see if you can touch the heel. And then back. Hands are back behind your head again. And roll. And your head is the very last thing on the floor. Same again. Deep breath. As you breathe out, curl up and over. Reach to the heels And then we're going to go see if we can tap. You won't be able to get there. If you do touch your heel, you've either got extremely long arms, I should say, or you are scooting your bottom in the opposite direction to achieve it. That's cheating. Keep your bottom really still. The ball underneath your shoulders and ribs is helping you get there. Hands back. Take it slow, over the top. So we're going to do 3 more sets. So again, curl up, over the ball, tuck your chin. Keep looking between the gap in your thighs. Spot something, keep staring at it. Now as you bend and back. Keep your bum still. There shouldn't be any changing in the weight underneath your bum and your hips. And again. And again. And the hands go behind. And we roll back again. Again, 2 sets to go. So breathe in. So you breathe out, you curl your head up, neck, shoulders over the ball. Keep your hips really still. You reach to your heels. Let's reach to the heel. 1, 2, and 3. Last one. Come back, put your hands back. Roll yourself over the ball. Last one. So curl up, over the top. Reach your hands to your heels. And again, reaching if you can. Don't touch the heels, you don't need to. And reach. Keep your bottom still, especially keep those thighs completely still as well. Last one. Hands behind your head again. And nice and slowly as you go back over. And then just roll onto your side. Take the ball out from underneath your back. And then sit yourself up. And we're going to sit for a moment. So we're going to just do a seated exercise and then we're going to go on to our tummies. So actually we're probably not going to do the seated exercise. Let's do a kneeling exercise actually. I think this one might be better, keeping on the flow of what we've just been doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go onto our hands and knees. So this exercise is a tummy exercise and it's going to be more about how flexible your spine is and how close your legs can get. So my version is quite tight, but I have got a flexible bottom muscle. So do the best you can. I'm going to show you what it looks like and I'm going to tell you how you can how to get there in the correct way. So what you're going to do is you're going to come onto your hands and knees and you're going to look forwards. Now try and look forwards until we then change the shape. So you're going to keep your legs a good distance apart, so about a fist, about your fist and a half apart. So from here, you're going to slide your leg along the floor and you're going to just lift it up. You're going to keep both your arms on the floor, but from here you're going to go into a cat stretch. But you're going to start to pull your knee and you're going to come into a cat, and it's like if it could, your nose and your knee would touch. And then you go out exactly back to your start, drop your toe, bring your knee back. So your tummy really has to do a big lift, and then you almost like a crunch, but on your hands and knees basically. So you're going to repeat it on the other leg. So you slide your leg along the floor, you lift your leg, and now from here, you're going to come into that cat stretch. You're going to bring your knee and you're going to tuck your chin as if you could touch your nose, and you're coming out, back to your start with your legs straight, toe drops, your knee slides in. Make sure that gap is still there. We're going to go again, one more on each side, so slide your leg. So you do that, you're going to lift your leg up. We're going to bring ourselves into that cat. Your nose is going to touch your knee if it can. Obviously it can't, I don't think many people can. Back into your lovely lengthed position, toe down, slide your knee back in. Last one, slide your leg, lift your leg. And then again, let's come into that cat. You're crunching yourself together, knee and nose, and out. Lengthen, toe down, slide your knee in, and then drop yourself down, let your arms rest. And then from here, we're going to come onto our tummy. We're going to do a cobra, and then we will stand up and you're done. So coming onto your front cushion if you want to feel forehead, or if you want it underneath your hips. Legs are going to go wide, turn out the feet. And then from there, forehead on the floor, arms out to your side. You've got that W position, so your hands are always wider than your elbows. And we're going to go up first with the nose, head and chest. And then when you feel ready, you're going to push that floor away, open up, enjoy the stretch. I can feel it right across my tummy, which is amazing. So you come down, elbows and tummy go together. Bend your chest. And then roll your forehead back. Again, head, neck, shoulders, and up. Floor gets pushed away. Come back down, tummy and elbows together. And chest, forehead. Same again. Looking forwards, open the chest, shoulders, floor, push it away. And down, tummy and elbows, chest, forehead. 2 more. Head and neck and chest. Push the floor away. Coming down. And roll the head down. Last one. Open the chest. Push the floor away. Come back down. And rest the forehead down. And then straight back again into that shell stretch that you just did. This time, if you want to, toes together, knees apart, and then drop down. Arms, reach them to the top part of your mat, and enjoy this stretch in the arms and the armpit. Let's walk the arms over to the left. Even more of a stretch down one side in the armpit. And then let's walk the arms over to the other side as well. Keep staying in that shell stretch. And then back into the middle. Come up slowly without giving yourself a head rush. Stand up. So bring yourself so you've got your feet hip distance apart, knees are soft. Rolling down into your roll. Nice and slowly, feet are nice and flat, heavy feet. And then just hang there for a moment. And then take it slow to come up. So drop the bottom down to the floor first. Drive your hips forwards to the front. And shoulders back when you get to the top. Perfect, you're done. Next week I will be in a different place. I'm just going away to our family home in the Isle of Wight, but I'll still do a video because it's easy for me to do it there. And so yeah, so I'll see you all next week. Have a lovely rest of your week. Bye.